Some tapes are making the rounds of Kim Kardashian, and she's talking trash. This tape landed on my lap, and I am told that there is much, much more. And it is the opposite version of the Kim Kardashian that your kids have been following.
I just want you to know that I think you are so disgusting and desperate.
Candice Owens is once again exposing Kim Kardashian's dirty secrets. And this time, she's bringing us receipts.
Oh, this one again? Come on.
During a recent episode of her podcast, Candice leaked some jaw-dropping audio tapes in which Kim drags a deceased legendary singer.
You're honestly a sick human being, and I think you are just so desperate that you'll do anything for attention.
Fans are now calling out Kim for having the audacity to throw shade at a literal pop culture icon. However, they're also slamming Candice for acting like she cares about the legacy of a black woman who is way more influential than she'll ever be. By the way, rumor has it that it was either Ray J or Kanye who gave Candice the shocking audio recording of Kim. And apparently, Ray, Kanye, and Candice are now BFFs. What's actually going on here? Well, the leaked audio recording of Kim is now making rounds on social media. And as you can imagine, everyone has an opinion about it. So did Kim really dare to diss someone who had more talent in her pinky finger than the whole Jenner clan combined?
It just honestly makes me laugh on how disgusting you guys look.
This is pretty shady of Kim, but honestly what Candice did is even worse. So in case you're not familiar with Candice Owens, she's a controversial right-wing pundit who believes police brutality is a myth, victim-blamed Breonna Taylor, thinks the U.S. should build a wall on the Mexican border, claims climate change isn't real, and is obsessed with trashing the Kardashians, especially Kim. Oh, poor Kim Kardashian. Oh, I'm a woman crying. Believe me. Hashtag believe me. Don't believe them.
Yes, Kim Kardashian posts nude photos all the time, barely covering her nipples, barely covering her private parts, and somehow it's allowed to stand. These are the celebrities that stand up and say, I just don't understand what could ever possess somebody to do something so crazy. I know that I can mentally get to a place where I slaughter my own face. And they have maintained keeping all of this weight off. And they're very, very thin, to the point that with Khloe Kardashian, I would say it looks unhealthy, right? You're starting to see her veins. She's actually looking older because she's gotten so thin. I now hold the opinion that Kim Kardashian is a prostitute, and I'm not going to edit this opinion. Kim Kardashian is a prostitute. Her mother is a pimp. Worse than a prostitute, Kim Kardashian is a corpse. She's a body without a soul.
Of course, as soon as Kim filed for divorce from Kanye and Kanye started dragging Kim on social media, Candice had to latch on to him. Since then, she hasn't missed an opportunity to slam the Kardashians on her show. However, what Candice did with this audio leak is so embarrassing. And we don't mean just for Kim. Because how desperate is Candice Owens to stay relevant that she had to team up with Ray J and Kanye and release old audios trying to shame Kim for trashing another famous black woman? It's not like Candice actually cares about black women, or any women at all except herself.
I'm not saying that this woman deserves to be punched in the face, but I am saying that if she was punched in the face, I wouldn't be saying anything about it.
Anyway, Candice recently sparked fresh backlash after posing with Kanye at his Paris fashion show in White Lives Matter t-shirts. And when she saw how much attention this got her, she quickly scrambled to find something shady about Kim so she could stay in Kanye's orbit. However, using a legendary music icon who's been dead for over a decade to get back at Kim is a new low, even for Candice. Also, did Candice really have Ray J and Kanye's help in leaking this? On October 11th, Candice posted a video on her YouTube channel titled, "Exclusive Audio Shows Kim Kardashian is Not Who She Says She Is." And she started off by talking about the recent beef between Ray J and Kim over their private tape.
Now you have Ray J. Ray J being the entertainer who is at the beginning of the story, who has spoken out and said, this has all been a lie. I have had communication with her spanning back for years. I have helped her in every aspect of her career pre-Kanye involvement. And he's angry. And he is saying he is going to sue this family. This is relevant, right? This is relevant to culture, to prove to children that everything that they see is a deception and a lie.
And then Candice said she has a shocking audio recording of Kim's voicemail to Ray J, in which Kim drags none other than the legendary Whitney Houston herself. To give you some context, Kim and Ray J dated on and off between 2005 and 2007, and Ray J reportedly cheated on Kim with Whitney. And while Whitney and Ray J never confirmed the allegations of their affair, Ray J did drop hints about it in songs, and several celebrities close to them claimed Ray J and Whitney slept together on at least one occasion. It's unclear whether Kim broke up with Ray J over his alleged affair with Whitney, but judging by this newly leaked audio, Kim was extremely bitter about Ray J and Whitney. Kim said some very disparaging comments about Whitney and even made fun of her substance addiction. Take a listen.
Have fun with old hag Whitney Houston. Like, she's so sick, and like, crack is definitely not whack with you guys, because you know, just honestly, it like makes me laugh on how disgusting you guys look. You know, say you're in Vegas with Whitney, and you need to go hang out with your old like friend, and it's not right, but it's okay. I'm definitely gonna make it anyway, because you guys are just disgusting and sick, and stop even with her. I don't understand it.
Of course, many fans were triggered by Kim's audio because Whitney is a literal legend. And for Kim to try and shame Whitney over her age and her substance issues and imply that Whitney was desperate for fame, I mean, the irony is priceless. As one fan on Twitter put it, Kim Kardashian calling Whitney Houston an old hag and desperate for attention, only to now be walking around in spandex and alien eyewear. And another person added, regardless of what Kim Kardashian says about Whitney Houston, it doesn't change the fact that Whitney Houston's legacy is her God-given voice, hard work, and dedication, while Kim Kardashian's legacy will always be a mixtape that she had to orchestrate. Facts. Also, how come Kim gets to mock Whitney for being an addict, but she gets upset when people make jokes about her private tape? And what makes Kim look even worse in all this is that after Whitney passed, she shared a sweet tribute to her on Twitter, writing, "We will always love you, Whitney." But this is just one way of looking at this controversy over Kim's leaked audio. See, Kim isn't the only celebrity who made fun of Whitney for her addiction. In fact, Whitney's substance issues were sadly a running joke in Hollywood for years. But even more importantly, let's please not pretend that Candice Owens has any moral high ground to stand on in calling out Kim, when she herself has a nasty track record of shaming every woman who doesn't agree with her views. Also, didn't Candice tell us we should stop paying attention to celebrities, but then gushed about having breakfast with Kanye in Paris?
You should not allow your children to idolize Hollywood. I am sitting at a hotel with having an omelet, by the way, with Ye West, and we are discussing the internet, which we just broke over this t-shirt.
It's giving hypocrisy and pick-me energy. Now, as for Candice saying this audio recording of Kim just fell into her lap, well, that's very convenient, considering that just one day after Candice leaked the tape on her podcast, she posed with Kanye and Ray J at the premiere of her new anti-BLM documentary, The Greatest Lie Ever Sold, George Floyd and the Rise of BLM. And we know Ray J can't really afford to turn down invites to any event that will have him, but it's getting really desperate at this point. Many fans are now speculating that Ray J gave Candice the audio recording of Kim's voicemail to get back at Kim for lying about how their private tape was released. Now, no matter how you feel about the whole private tape thing, we want to point out that if Ray J really gave Candice this audio, then he just exposed himself for being extremely petty, because he knows just how much Whitney means to his sister Brandy. And we know Kim and Chris kind of threw Ray J under the bus after the tape came out, but let's not act like Ray J is innocent in all this. Reminding people he cheated on Kim with Whitney is not helping Ray J at all, because we all know he did that for clout. And now he's running to Candice Owens trying to spite Kim by bringing up Whitney? That's some loser behavior right there. And this isn't even the first time Ray J's been messy. Did we forget this man made the song Boyfriend just to brag about sleeping with Whitney and diss Bobby Brown's skills in the bedroom? Anyways, at this point, it's really hard to defend any of the people involved in this drama.
What you think, guys?
Is Kim wrong for saying those disgusting things about Whitney instead of directing her anger at Ray J? Absolutely. But also, Candice really didn't have to drag Whitney into this mess just because she has a vendetta against the Kardashians. And then